All right, guys, we are back with the Tengu format semifinals at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Donnell, dnasty on the left playing Agents versus yours truly on the right playing Tengu Plants. This tournament was 4 rounds of Swiss cut to top 4. It's actually the first Tengu tournament where we actually had top cut. Now, Donnell and I both went X1 in Swiss, but actually I actually beat Donnell in the Swiss round, so this is a rematch. We'll see if Donnell can get his revenge. So I start off with Lone Fire Monster Reborn. Let's see if Donnell has the Max C. And he does have the Max C. I mean, I'm going to go for it. First turn, you better have the Max C. Game 1, I'm going to go for it. Unfortunately, Donnell did have the Max C, so he's going to draw 2 cards. 1 for the tokens and 1 for the spore. And I set a back row. Now, this was actually not my plant deck. It's kind of funny. I borrowed John Vigil's plant deck because I left mine at home on accident. And unbeknownst to me at the time, I didn't have... John, for some reason, didn't have Heavy Storm or Foolish in his deck. So I played this tournament with no Heavy Storm and no Foolish, unfortunately. Heavy, I don't think was that big of a deal. But Foolish, yeah, you definitely need Foolish in this deck. The reason I'm saying Heavy's not that relevant is because half the tournament was Agents, and Heavy Storm's not that good against Agents anyway. So here, I maxi his first Shine Ball, so he can clear 2 of my monsters. Now, let's see which monsters Donnell decides to run over. Now, who should Donnell run over? He's debating here about giving me the extra draw to like clear my board, maybe. Now, we saw the other semifinals match was Randy, who was the 1 seed, versus Nico, who was the 4 seed. And Randy was my only loss, so he's waiting for the winner of us in the finals. All right, so it looks like Donnell chose not to get the other Shine Ball out of his deck. Now, he can run over Lone Fire with... The thing is, Spore is going to come back by banishing the Lone Fire, so we'll see what Donnell decides to do. Now, again, this was not my deck. I borrowed this deck from John, so his list is a little bit different than what I play because his list didn't have Upstarts, so I'm not playing Upstart in this build, which... I don't think I shared my list that I played at Vegas. For those guys who saw the tournament report, I did end up playing Tengu for my team at Vegas, and I did end up playing Plants. And I went X1 in Swiss. My only loss was to the Tengu player, Matt Calenda, who ended up winning the whole thing. He was my only loss, and he beat me in time, game 3. Like, we didn't even get to play the 3rd game. Okay, I'm about to cook Donnell. Thanks to that enemy controller. So I get Librarian, Tengu, and 4/7. I can formula and can I formula him? Can I Trish him and formula? I don't think I can do both. You can see here that's what I'm debating. Is there a way for me to do both? I'm not sure if I can do both. I don't know if I can do both. I can make Trish. I can go Bulb. I can go Lone Fire, get the Bulb out of my deck. Synchro. Yeah, Tribute. Let's see. Again, this tournament was like 3 weeks ago, so I don't remember exactly how it played out. Oh, but I can end like on a Catastor. Okay, so I'm gonna Trish him first. Yes, I'm gonna Trish him first. I'm gonna get the 3rd Tengu. So here comes Trish. So I'm gonna draw. Okay, I think the way the chain link works is the Tengu is the last thing. So I think you Trish first, then Librarian. Yep, Trish. Banish the Maxi, banish the Venus, and we're going to get a random card out of Donnell's hand. So we nail that, and then I'm going to draw a card, then Tengu. Yep, draw. Yeah, that's what I'm getting him the deck to cut. So draw. See, Donnell refused to cut the deck. I handed him the deck. He just doesn't like to cut it. It's a superstitious thing on his part. Now I grab the Tengu. Now, in modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, you can make the Tengu... You can form the chain link however you want, but at this time, in 2011, I think the graveyard effects have to be chain link 1. Alright, so I synchro for a Catastor. So I'm going to draw another card. Yeah, this plays around honest. Like, I can Catastor run over... See, that's why I cut my own deck, because I know Donnell's not going to cut the deck. So I still haven't used Bulb. Wow. I'm going to synchro with the Catastor too. Brio, draw 1. Yeah, I have a bunch of cards in my hand. Now I use Brio's effect to bounce back the Shine Ball and special summon Black Luster Soldier. I mean, this looks like game if Donnell doesn't have Gores. And yep, Donnell picks up his cards. So an explosive game one. Even though Donnell got a +1 off the Max C, but his hand, he just didn't have enough. Like I go Lone Fire Monster Reborn, right? He got a +1 off the Max C. Now, good thing Donnell held the Max C there. That's why you hold it. When they go Lone Fire, you're supposed to hold it. And Donnell did it right. He waited for the Lone Fire effect. But I had a defensive card. Like, Donnell needed, like, a Hyperion to go with him. But I also had my own Max C. That kind of was just unfortunate for Donnell that I was able to Max C him back. Okay, so Donnell pays 15. I'm not sure this is the correct play. Donnell loves to bring out the third one. I've told him sometimes you got to hold it because what if you draw a Earth? You can either A, make Armory Arm, or you can make a second Gotchi. So I don't like Donnell bringing out the third one. Again, it depends on your hand. All right, here comes Upstart. Okay, maybe this is why he did it. Because he doesn't want to draw the third Shine Ball, but he just drew Hyperion off that Upstart too. I think you have to play Upstart in this deck. Like, I remember I gave my friend Adrian, we were thinking, the teams for Vegas were me, Adrian, Los. But we kind of were debating on who would play what format. And Adrian was testing agents. And I remember he took the Upstarts out of the deck. And I was like, dude, you got to play Upstart. You got to see Hyperion. This deck, without Hyperion, is just not that great. So here I mind control Donnell's Venus. Let's see if Donnell has a response. What could he possibly have? So, yeah, my hand is... Yeah, I'm probably trying to run over his Shine Ball. What could Donnell possibly have to stop this mind control? Max C? Book of Moon? Okay, that's what it was, Max C. Alright, I mean, I'm going to give you the draw anyway. So here comes Leviathan Dragon. Donnell's going to draw. Activate Leviathan's effect. Detach. Torgat. I also want to take his agent away from... That's one of the reasons why I played the mind control. This way he doesn't have an agent to banish for Hyperion. So Sangan run over the Shine Ball. Set 2. Pass to Donnell. And here comes Trap Dust Shoot. Alright, so Donnell's got BLS, 2 Hyperions. So this is a tricky situation because he has no darks right now. And I remember this situation. This was like a tricky situation. I choose to get rid of one of the Hyperions because I probably have an answer to the first one. And he's more likely to run over my Leviathan than he is to draw a dark. Now, there might have been a little bit of pre-playing going on here because I kind of know Donnell's deck, and he doesn't play Trag. So the only darks he plays are probably Tour Guide and Sangan. So, I don't know. You guys can debate in the comments. Because I remember, like, this is just Yu-Gi-Oh! Comes down to is little decisions like this. Like, do you get rid of one of the Hyperions or do you get rid of the Black Luster Soldier? And since currently Donnell has no darks, I chose to get rid of one Hyperion. Alright, so he's attacking with Gotchi and then books my Leviathan. See, because this is why I got rid of the Hyperion, because now I knew it was going to be pretty easy for him to summon a Hyperion. I have the warning. So now he has a Black Luster Soldier. Does he have Solemn Judgment? So now he's got a dead. Now we look at why I made this play. So what is Donnell more likely to draw? A dark or an agent? He has 3 Earth in his deck. 2 more Venus in his deck. That's 5 agents. Plus Donnell runs Jupiter, so that's 6. Now, how many darks does he run? He runs 3 Tour Guide and Sangan Gore. So the odds are pretty even. Maybe... Yeah, I'm going to say Donnell plays 5 darks. So yeah, he plays more agents than darks. So that's why I went for the left of BLS. But you can make the argument that BLS is the more powerful card, so we'll see if it matters. All right, here comes Glow Bulb. Oh no, I can't synchro. No! 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 Oh no! Illegal move on camera. Oh my goodness. I apologize for that one. People forget, man. People forget that the Sangan is summoned by tour guide. Yeah, and Donnell didn't see it either. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed, guys. I apologize. I forget. What's crazy is neither one of us saw it. And I instantly saw it right now watching the replay. But, like, at the time, neither Donnell or I caught it. It just happened, man. It happened the other day with me and Sal. I goiled his flip-flop frog while there was a false Dyna up. And neither he nor I saw it. Neither one of us saw it. Even when I watched the replay, I didn't notice it. Because it's just irrelevant. This time, this time I saw it like immediately. Okay, so I'm upset. He top decked the tour guide. Again, there's 5 darks in his deck compared to 6 agents left. But Gores is not one that he can easily summon to the field. I have to attack him to make his Gores live. All right, this is unfortunate. I mean, but even if I sent back the hype, his tour guide would turn on his Hyperion because he can Levier back the Venus. Here comes Thunder King. Does Donnell have the warning? And again, I am playing this deck with no Heavy Storm. Oh, man. Heavy Storm would have been nice right now. Thanks a lot, John. So I chose not to attack because I'm afraid of D-Prison. I kind of read that he had the D-Prison. All right, so here, Donnell summons Earth. Synchros with Tour Guide, and... So I'm going to just negate this. Yep, negate. Yeah, I remember I read the D-Prison. Like, otherwise I would have attacked him. Maybe I should have just risked it. And here Donnell slams down the Blackluster Soldier. He banishes. I mean, he would have drawn an Earth anyway. So his Hyperion would have been live. I don't think it mattered what I think the only thing that mattered here was maybe I should have attacked. I should have risked it and attacked him. But maybe I read the Mirror Force. Because I didn't attack with Cataster either. Yeah, I think I read his Mirror Force. We'll see if Donnell has the Mirror Force. I have Leeching the Light, Dandelion, Lone Fire. What can I do here, though? Okay, summon Dandelion. Activate Leeching the Light. Yeah, I just read he has Mirror Force. You guys gonna see it here in a second. Attack his Blackluster Soldier. I Leech in the Light. Who's ever Mirror Force a Dandelion? Watch this. Yeah, I read his Mirror Force. And here comes Monster Reborn. And I should just pick up my cards here. Man, I feel so bad. Anytime I make an illegal move on camera, I just feel bad. All right. Attacks me for 3K and then hits me for 19. Leaves me. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not scooping. I'm at 11 to his 48. Let's go to game 3, man. All right. Here comes Debris Dragon. But he has Thunder King. So he's just going to negate. I guess does this buy me a turn? I guess this no, this doesn't even buy me a turn. I think Econ is the only thing that can. Yeah, I just pick up my cards. I can't do anything. So Donnell forces the third game. Who will meet Randy in the finals? I deserve that loss for the illegal move. All right, game three. Hopefully we have a clean game. Hey, but hey, we all know Donnell's made plenty of illegal moves on camera. I've made a few errors throughout my time, but this how hopefully it doesn't happen in the future. At least not in my match. All right, so Donnell starts off by summoning tour guide. Too good from the underworld, and I warning his tour guide. Yeah, take off 2K. Why did I warning the tour guide? We'll see. Draw. Okay, I've got Dark Hole. I probably don't want to use my Dark Hole. This is probably why I'm warning. I kind of don't want to waste my Dark Hole on a... But he has another tour guide. And here comes Maxi. Okay, that's interesting. And again, I'm playing this deck with no Foolish and no Heavy Storm. And I didn't even notice. I didn't even look at the deck. I remember like I came to locals and I left my Tengu deck at home. I forgot why. And then John's like, I have this deck. I was kind of like, okay, cool. So here I go, Scapegoat. I let him, I block the hits. Probably because I don't want to take 2,000 damage. Yeah, I don't want to get low. So here comes Spore. Yeah, I don't think getting what would have changed had I had the extra tokens. I would have had a level 5 instead of a formula. I guess I could have made Catastor, but I think I don't want to take the life points at this point. So here comes Formula's effect. The only difference is I could have gone like Formula. Okay, he orange lights my Formula. Was that worth it? Maybe Donald thinks my hand is bad. I mean, my hand looks bad. Do I have another play? I don't have a dark, so... Okay, I just set one and passed to Donnell. Yes, I would have been at 4,000. He would have orange lighted my formula, and then I would have passed, but I would have had... So it kind of would have been the same situation, because I would have gone Spore, make formula, and then he would have orange lighted, and I would have been in the same spot. Yeah, it would have been the same thing. But maybe I should have just taken the 2K. And here Donnell summons the Light Barrier statue, which I don't like that card. Now, let's see. Donnell, is he going to attack? So he does attack with the Light Barrier statue, leaving me at 4,000. Donnell with the Mirror Force. I'm up a few cards on him. Like, Donnell's got, what, 2, 4, 6, 7 cards? No, we're probably pretty even in cards. And, oh, that sucks. Having a Dark Hole, a Sangan is not... It's not the best. All right, so I summon my own tour guide. Donnell searches Earth with the Sangan. So Donnell chose to get an agent instead of getting like a defensive card, which that might come back to bite him. So, but maybe he needs the Earth. Depends on his hand. But he's at 8,000, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so tour guide into Sangan. I poked him for 2K to have Dust Shoot. And here comes Donnell. He's probably going to summon his Earth. Or first he upstarts me, so I'm at 5K to 6K. And now Donnell summons Earth. Activates Earth. Come on, Donnell. Look at this. Donnell! It's Venus! Well, like, I don't get it. How hard is it to just summon Earth and search Venus? You have two choices. Either Venus or the random Jupiter. But come on, like 9 out of 10 times you're going to search Venus. Especially when your shine balls are still in the deck. Oh, man. Donnell's out for blood. He's mad because I beat him in the Swiss rounds, too. Alright, so Earth crashed into Tour Guide. To have a light in the dark. I'm still upset. I can't believe John handed me a deck with no Heavy Storm or Foolish. Heavy Storm would be pretty good right now. Heavy that Mirror Force. All right, so we're both at 5,000. Here comes Trap Dust Shoot. Donnell's hand is Orange Light, Venus, Earth, Monster Reborn. Or as my boy Scott Page likes to call it, Monster Reban. Monster Reban. I don't know how I remember all these things throughout the years. Monster Reban. All right, so this is the dilemma. Do I send back the Venus? I mean, if I keep the Earth, he's going to search the Venus again. So maybe the Orange Light is the move. You can tell I'm kind of like in a pickle. The orange, I think it's the Orange Light. But then he has Reborn, Earth, like Donnell. If I send back the Orange Light, maybe Donnell sends back. Oh, but it does. He has an Earth in the grave, so he can trish me if he wants to. Oh, wow, I'm taking a long time to make this choice. Yep, so I choose the Orange Light. Yeah, Donald can make a Trishula, but I mean, I have 2 back rows. So... Donald's such an idiot. Look, he's just leaving his cards face up. Oh, man. Dude, I don't know if, who was watching. There was a time Donald and I played in the finals of Tengu format like a year ago. And for those guys who may not know, Donald despises Kaius. It's like his most hated card in Edison format. And I Kaised him in Tengu format. We're playing in the finals. And I remember he flicked one of his cards. I think it was his TG Wonder Magician. The finals is up if you guys want to go back and watch it. I have a playlist for the finals for each format. Just go look at the Tengu format finals playlist. And I remember I Kaised Donnell's TG Wonder Magician. And he like flicks it across the room. Oh, man. All right, what's taking Donnell so long? Oh, yeah, he slams down the mind control. So his back row is Mirror Force. Okay, so I chain enemy controller, tribute my Sangan to take control of his Venus. Yeah, I don't know why Donnell is popping off. Now he's in I wouldn't say he's in trouble, but now that I econ now he can't even use his Venus. Now he could reborn something, but okay, search Lone Fire. Yeah, you got to be careful. Like the plant deck, econ is so good. All right, so Donnell activates Monster Reban. So he brings back the Barrier statue. Takes back Venus. He has Mirror Force, so he's going to protect his Barrier statue. What's the defense? I think that thing has pretty high defense. So I book the Barrier statue. Summon Lone Fire. And I know... Well, I don't know Donnell's back row is Mirror Force. And then here comes Spore. So I can Black Rose him. Yeah, he's going to get Black Rose. Black Rose, blow up the field. Get rid of his Venus, his barrier statue, and his mirror force. So all Donnell has is an earth in his hand. Yeah, Donnell's in big trouble. All he has is earth. He has to rip it. And do I have more plays? Oh! Okay, so I Monster Reborn, and then I play Potter Avarice. Oh, I remember. We're getting close to time. Yeah, we're getting close to time. That's why I just reborn the Black Rose, because we're tied in life points right now, so I'm just like, I'm burning the clock. Yeah, that was kind of, I took a long time to make that Dust Shoe play, and Donnell just, like, oh, he just drew Hyperion, but yeah, time was called on Donnell's turn. Now, could he have won this game? But to be fair, if we weren't in time, I'm not gonna use that Max C right then and there. I would have held it, and then Donnell would have gone. Donnell would have gone. Summon Earth, special Hyperion, wipe my board. I don't know what would have happened had we not been in time. Maybe Donnell wins. I don't know the rest of the cards in my hand, but I probably don't reborn there. If especially he has to rip it. So yeah, I'm moving on to the finals to get my rematch against Randy. And again, I apologize for the illegal move. We just started Tengu. It's kind of, I forgot that the Sangan was routed by Tour Guide. You can't synchro with it. But it's funny is after, like, lately I've been, like, on it. That's why I recognize it instantly when I did it. But at that time, I just forgot. It just happens. I'm human. I make mistakes. I didn't do it intentionally. But Donnell didn't catch it either. That's what's always mind-boggling to me, is that neither he or I caught it. Anyways, check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.